COVID-19 has left many families in a tough spot financially.
Yeah, dollars that are needed now more than ever, but some parents say insult was added to injury when a school trip with a hefty price tag was canceled, but then the money wasn't returned.
News Channel 3's Kelsey Soto spoke with some parents who say they want and deserve answers and a refund.
What should have been the trip of a lifetime for some Cabell County 8th graders turned into disappointment and has left their parents with giant holes in their pockets.
Our forms did say there will be absolutely no refunds unless the school cancels the trip. Well, the school did cancel the trip.
Some parents like Stacy Whitmore reached out to us for help because they haven't received a refund for their child's 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C. Like so many others, their trip that came with an upfront price tag of $800 was canceled due to COVID-19.
It is a lot of money to a lot of people, and it would just be nice to know that they haven't forgotten about us.
Parents who didn't want to be identified on camera say they paid Barboursville Middle School over time, and the school then sent that money on to a travel agency they used to book the trip. These moms say many of the kids actually worked to raise the money themselves.
Child was actually out there mowing lawns, cleaning barns out of like horse manure, cow manure, clean the family members' houses.
We've reached out to Cabell County Schools several times to see why families haven't been reimbursed. Each time we've been told it's an ongoing legal issue they can't discuss, but they have contacted the Attorney General's office for help.
All we want is our money back to give to our kids, because we could do something with that money or let them buy something with that money.
The only money returned went to the parents who had paid the trip in full. They received a single refund check for $152.08 because they say that was the only money that hadn't been turned over to the travel agency yet.
We were like, wow, that's all. So then we've just been waiting to hear. And
we reached out to the travel agent the parents believe was used to book the trip and made contact. He referred us to his attorney, but when we stopped by the office, the door was locked. The attorney later called and said he could not comment on an ongoing legal matter. The school board again would not confirm to WSAZ up until an hour ago when they put out a robocall to update parents on the situation. In that call, the county confirms ET Advisors was the travel agency used, but says, quote, because the contracts are directly between the parents and the travel company, the district's options are limited.
However, our legal counsel has filed a complaint with the West Virginia Attorney General, and we are awaiting a date for mediation, which is the first step toward reaching a resolution. While we can't make any promises, we hope this process will result in some restitution to parents from the travel company.
And I don't understand how a company can get away with taking all this money from parents and not returning it.
These parents agree this entire ordeal has been hardest on the students. Not only did they miss out on a priceless opportunity, but that money could have gone towards another summer experience.
It ain't fair to the kids. I mean, take us out of the equation. It's not fair to the kids.
Now, while the Attorney General could not speak on this specific situation, we did ask him about others who might be in the same boat as trips and vacations continue to get canceled. Here's what he had to say.
Look, if you look at something too, and all of the rights are provided for by the company and the consumer is not being protected at all, there could be some issues in terms of how that's being structured. Take the time, call our office. We'll try to provide counsel for you as well. We want to help everyone have a good experience, but we want people to be wary of signing on to things where they may lose their shirt.
Definitely a delicate situation. People are just frustrated. Now's the time when, got to make up. A lot of things are canceled this summer, so they want an opportunity to maybe go rent a boat or do something else with their family. Yeah. And of course, you can count on us. We're going to continue talking with these groups to see more about this travel agency company and what's going on with that.
Right, you can't blame the parents. I mean, they
did their part
about this.
Now what?
Yeah.
And the kids that work so hard for that money. I mean, good for them and all their work, and I hope that's
a tough lesson.
All right.
Thanks
so much,
Kelsey. It's just another example of taking the time to think about it. You read the fine print. You consider paying the extra money for any travel insurance. Sometimes it's just a few bucks.
It is, but maybe more money up front. They say it's one of those things that you don't need it until you actually.